There are forms of beauty that make you go silent, not because they're loud or terrifying, but because they're perfect. Every feather, every scale, every glance, as if nature paused time just to craft them. Welcome to 10 Most Beautiful Animals on Earth, where beauty doesn't hang on gallery walls, but flies through skies, swims through oceans, hides in forests, or passes by in the blink of an eye. Join me on this journey into a world where beauty doesn't speak.
My first love
it simply exists.
was the ocean.
The Indian peacock, scientifically known as Pavo cristatus, stands as one of the most visually striking and culturally significant birds on the planet. Native to the Indian subcontinent, it is renowned for the iridescent plumage of the male, whose elaborate tail or train features over 200 elongated upper tail coverts, each marked with an eye-like pattern known as an ocellus. More than just a spectacle of color, the Indian peacock plays a vital role in both ecological and cultural narratives. Ecologically, it is an omnivorous bird that contributes to pest control and seed dispersal across semi-deciduous forests, scrublands, and cultivated areas. Culturally, it has been deeply revered in South Asian traditions, associated with deities like Krishna and Saraswati, and symbolizing immortality, nobility, and protection in classical Indian art and mythology. From a scientific perspective, the structural coloration of its feathers, produced not by pigment but by microscopic crystal-like arrangements, is a subject of ongoing research in physics and biomimetics. In a sense, the Indian peacock is not only a national symbol of India, but also a fascinating blend of evolutionary sophistication and cultural depth. It represents the perfect intersection of nature's artistry and humanity's admiration.
Asian arowana, the golden dragon that swims. With scales that shimmer like hammered gold and a body that glides through water with poetic grace, the Asian arowana is more than a fish. It's a living legend. Often called the dragonfish, its resemblance to the mythical Eastern dragon makes it a symbol of prosperity, strength, and luck across many Asian cultures. Highly prized in feng shui and collector circles, some rare color morphs, especially the super red and golden crossback, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. In many households, owning an arowana isn't just about keeping a pet. It's believed to invite fortune and protect against misfortune. But behind that beauty lies fragility. Native to blackwater rivers and peat swamp forests of Southeast Asia, the species is endangered in the wild. Conservation efforts and regulated breeding programs are keeping the dragon alive, but just barely. In short, the Asian arowana is nature's golden sculpture, a blend of elegance, mysticism, and high economic value. A reminder that sometimes beauty really does come at a price and swims in silence. When its wings open, time stands still. That electric blue, it's not dye, not CGI, not Photoshop. It's raw, unfiltered nature, bending light with a mastery that would humble any artist or scientist. The blue morpho doesn't just fly, it flares. Found in Central and South America's tropical jungles, This butterfly's vivid color isn't from pigment, but from microscopic scales that scatter light, a phenomenon called snow leopard, Panthera uncia, the ghost of the mountains, wrapped in silk. It moves without sound, vanishes without a trace, draped in fur like woven moonlight, and cloaked in the silence of the high Himalayas. The snow leopard is nature's most graceful enigma. Its thick, smoky coat camouflages perfectly against snow and stone, while its piercing gaze feels less like an animal and more like a haunting verse from the wild. Often called the ghost of the mountains, this elusive predator is a master of survival in some of the world's harshest terrains, leaping across icy cliffs with supernatural agility. And yet, despite its strength, it's rarely seen, not because it hides, but because it belongs to a realm where few dare to look. In short, the snow leopard is not just a big cat, it's myth made flesh, poetry on pause, and a living whisper from the roof of the world.
Queen Conch, Oliger gigas, a seashell sculpted by dreams. Soft pinks, creamy swirls, and curves like ocean lullabies, the queen conch looks less like a mollusk and more like something a mermaid might keep in a treasure chest. Native to the warm, shallow waters of the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico, this marine marvel grows a spiral shell so stunning it feels more imagined than evolved. But don't let the dreamy looks fool you. Inside that elegant armor is a real survivor. Slow-moving, yes, but equipped with a muscular foot and a sharp operculum it can use like a claw to hop across the sea floor. It plays a vital role in marine ecosystems, grazing on algae and keeping underwater habitats in balance. Over-harvested for its meat and prized shell, the queen conch today stands at a crossroads between admiration and extinction. In essence, the queen conch is where science meets storybook, a living jewel crafted by the sea, echoing both the beauty and fragility of the ocean's heart. Mute swan, the calm, the grace, the silent kind of beautiful. Gliding like a whispered lullaby across a glassy lake, the mute swan is elegance in motion. With snow-white plumage, a curved neck like a question mark carved in silk, and wings that arch like cathedral windows, it doesn't need to sing. Its silence says everything. Despite the name, it's not truly mute. It hisses, grunts, and even makes soft, rhythmic wing beats in flight. But its quiet nature only adds to its mystique, a contrast to the chaos of the world around it. Symbolizing love, loyalty, and inner stillness, the mute swan mates for life and defends its territory with a quiet fierceness. Beneath that gentle exterior is strength, devotion, and a deep, ancient wildness. In short, the mute swan is the poetry of still water, beauty that doesn't perform but exists, timeless, serene, and unforgettable. Rainbow lorikeet, Trichoglossus mollucanus. If a fruit salad learned how to fly, this dazzling Aussie native doesn't just wear color, it radiates it. With feathers splashed in fire truck red, electric blue, neon green, and mango yellow, the rainbow lorikeet looks like Mother Nature threw a paint party and forgot to stop. It's chaotic, it's brilliant, and somehow it's perfect. But don't be fooled by the clown suit. This parrot is no joke.
Equipped with a specialized brush-tipped tongue, it slurps up nectar and pollen with precision, acting as an important pollinator in Australia's coastal forests. Social, noisy, and utterly unbothered, rainbow lorikeets travel in rowdy flocks, chattering like toddlers on a sugar high. They're not just birds, they're a moving festival, a riot of feathers with the soul of a comedian. In essence, the rainbow lorikeet is joy with wings, wild, loud, and unapologetically colorful. Proof that sometimes chaos is the masterpiece. Satanic leaf-tailed gecko, Uroplatus fantasticus. Cursed name, blessed looks. With a tail like a crumbling leaf, jagged edges, and skin that mimics the decay of the forest floor, this little reptile from Madagascar is a master of vanishing in plain sight. From a distance, just another dead leaf. Up close, a surreal masterpiece of camouflage, texture, and alien charm. Its name might sound like something from a horror novel, but the satanic leaf-tailed gecko is more magician than monster. It flattens its body, closes its eyes, and disappears into bark and leaves with ninja-level stealth. And those eyes, veined, golden, and hypnotic, look like they were borrowed from a dragon. It doesn't just survive in the shadows, it thrives in them. In essence, this gecko is creepy beautiful in all the right ways, a walking optical illusion designed by nature's weirdest, most brilliant artists. Proof that sometimes the strangest creatures are also the most astonishing. Akalteki horse, the horse that shines like liquid gold. Sleek, shimmering, and almost unreal, the Akalteki looks like it was forged by sunlight. Its metallic coat, ranging from golden champagne to silvery pearl, isn't a trick of the light or a filter. It's real. This ancient breed from Turkmenistan has a natural glow that makes it seem like it galloped straight out of myth. Bred for endurance, speed, and resilience, the Akalteki is more than just a pretty face. It's a desert survivor, able to handle extreme heat and harsh terrain. Its slender frame, long neck, and intelligent eyes give it a regal presence, like a creature equally at home in royal stables or ancient epics. Often called the golden horse, it's a national symbol of Turkmenistan and one of the oldest, purest horse breeds in the world. In short, the Akalteki is living poetry, elegance, strength, and legend wrapped in one glowing silhouette. A reminder that sometimes the most magical beings are real, and they run.